You are in danger. 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 Somebody help! You are in danger. Danger. Danger.
It ain't rocket science.
Been a minute, hasn't it? And if you're curious about this, knuckle on the left hand has been bothersome. This is just a compression glove. We did the room. And there's been a lot of shit throughout the month. So we're going to talk about it. Before we dive into some deeper topic, we're going to talk about a couple things real quick. First things first, if you're ever curious on what a debt chart looks like, the higher it goes, the worse it is. That is 23%, which is $1.2 trillion in debt on interest per year that the U.S. pays. Mind you, $860 billion goes towards NATO and NATO allies for defense spending. That we kind of wish other countries would pay their share and have the pie a little bit more equal. $860 billion fucking dollars. Let me rewind a little bit. If you've never been by this podcast, if you've never seen any of my previous episodes, I don't cover just streaming. I don't cover just politics. I cover everything that I fucking feel is important to say. From world events to calling out people's bullshit on who they support, why they support, and everything else. This is the most random podcast in my own little fucking echo chamber. And I'm going to tell you straightforward, if you got a negative comment towards me, you're going to find out why I don't do live YouTube videos that often. This is my time. This is me to be a little bit unhinged with regards to the TOS and not breaking them by saying anything, racist or anything like that. So, really wish other countries would pay their fair share. And again, here we go with that same chart right here. Now, this is current president, current vice president. We all know Donald Trump has been elected president. Congratulations to him. This podcast ain't about that. That's its own podcast. There's a lot of shit to cover on there as well. Biden-Harris regime is recklessly pumping debt into the economy, hoping to create an illusion of prosperity while saddling future generations with a crippling burden. In just 3 weeks, total U.S. debt skyrocketed to $473 billion, reaching a record $35.8 trillion, equivalent to $1,450 per American added in mere weeks. Each citizen now bears $103,700 in national debt. Meanwhile, interest payments surpassed $1 trillion in 2024, costing every American $3,360 in interest alone. This fiscal irresponsibility is unsustainable. Is an unsustainable gimmick to hide the true state of the economy. Here's my thing. I didn't take that fucking loan out. Therefore, they can go kiss my ass if they're expecting me to pay that back. It's not my responsibility. That's their reckless responsibility and their reckless irresponsibility when it comes to spending and how they've been doing it. Now you're gonna notice I'm looking over here because I've been having issues with this mic and it's capturing input and everything else. So bear with me on that. All right. Now we get to a very, very, very big fucking heated issue, which was reported back on the 20th. Not my words when this is said, but Twitch streamer Frogan hopes American soldiers get PTSD.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. You know? I do the ones the ones I'm like whatever about the US soldiers are the ones that like acknowledge that like what they did was wrong. They didn't know back then. Whatever. You're a good person in my book. I'm like a Tom, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. So the US military that are like, yeah, like, you know, I did this back then, but now I know it's wrong, like I'm changed, like fuck imperialism, fuck this. You don't deserve the PTSD. But like any other motherfucker, you're joining them. You're like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD, and I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
That fucking bitch caused a firestorm within the streaming community. I can tell you, I even made my own fucking voice heard on that. But let's just take a look at what Nick Merckx had to say. Shit pisses me off. Look, there's still so many of us in the streaming world that appreciate our veterans and those that save this country. Thank you for our freedoms. We're grateful for our privileges. FaZe Banks saying something as gross as that while stuffing her face, enjoying the freedom to be able to shit like this in a country she hates so fucking much. It's like she's been ripped out of a cartoon. It's almost too corny to believe itself. Now here's the thing. She's gone and tried to do a charity stream where her and another person were gonna build the Twin Towers and out of a cake and have a plane crash into it. Oh, I can tell you with certainty, and I'll get to, the things. You'll see the very, very swift reaction only after certain entities kind of chimed in on this topic. But she's been since banned on Twitch. "30-day ban for saying people like bottom of the barrel humans. But other people get 2 weeks for advocating the genocide Palestinians." Got it. But here's the thing. You said you hope us vets get PTSD, Frogan. Target another person with discrimination or denigration based on the protected characteristics. Vets are a protected category within Twitch. Maybe if, you had taken like 10 seconds to look up the TOS and search vets. And if you had actually not said this shit, which by the way, it's your right to actually say it because you live in America and you're afforded those freedoms that, I don't know, maybe a certain group. Veterans of the past, maybe World War II and World War I, made sure to ensure your fucking freedoms so that you could say this irresponsible bullshit of what you fucking said, you worthless piece of shit of a fucking human. I'm gonna tell you straightforward. I see how you're dressed. I see, the faith you represent. Cool. If you call for Sharia law, you ain't gonna be doing any of that shit if it goes in effect. You ain't gonna be eating whatever the fuck you were eating. You ain't gonna be able to say whatever the fuck you're gonna say. And you sure as hell ain't gonna have your face exposed. You really need to do your research and understand the fact of everything going on. And, you know, isn't Islam considered the religion of peace, but yet you're coming at it in a hostile manner? Damn. What a fucking ironic turn of twist of events. Oh, she's already gone or moved YouTube and Twitch, and her Discord and website aren't working either. She's already gone in and deleted all that. And honestly, if Discord would ever take the time of day, they could easily pinpoint, you know, certain individuals and permaban them. But I digress. Here's what Aiden Ross had to say. I'm not a fan of his, but I love what some of the stuff he says about certain situations. This is about almost 3 minutes long. I'm going to pause at key points.
I gotta fake my reaction. I'm just gonna go off on her Twitch. So can I please get that clip of that dirty fucking terrorist? Yeah, she's a terrorist. Not because she's Muslim. No, I have a lot of Muslim friends and I love Muslims. Muslim in my chat. She's a terrorist because she hates America. And
Go back to what I said. She's a terrorist because she hates America. And with what she fucking said.
she's wishing bad upon U.S. soldiers. She's a fucking terrorist. She needs to be banned. How are you gonna ban Asmongold, but you're not gonna ban her?
Oh, yeah. Asmongold was banned for 2 weeks for something fucking minor compared to this. What was he banned for? Oh, no, it wasn't minor. It was 100% right in his thing. I mean, y'all know how I feel about the war in Israel and Palestine, like the Palestinian government funding Hamas and and certain key aspects of excuse me, certain key aspects of Hezbollah and stuff. I've already beaten that down, and he went off on Hezbollah, and I'll touch on that here in a minute. This way, there's no fucking gray area.
She's a terrorist. So no, I don't care, chat. You guys can say yo and GG's. I don't care. She's a terrorist. She is. This is a terrorist. Look at this shit.
Any other motherfucker, you're joining them. You're like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro.
No, guys, I speak for what's right. I don't give a fuck. I speak for what's right. I don't care if this makes me not get unbanned on Twitch. I don't care. I speak for what's right. This is wrong. Okay? This is fucking wrong. To say that U.S. soldiers who fight every single day for America to say they deserve PTSD. This girl's a terrorist. Get her out of America.
Student loans, fuck you.
Listen to this shit.
Any other motherfucker, you're joining them. You're like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro. No student loans, fuck you. I hope you get PTSD.
Stuff your face, you fat pig.
When you get back into fucking America. And they posted it in my head. I'm like, base?
Fucking disgusting. Fucking pig, bro. Holy shit.
Base?
I don't understand the whole based or cap or any of that bullshit. If your terminology is that, please don't try to have an intellectual conversation with me. Ever. Because if you say based or no cap or cap, like, can you speak like a normal human being and not in this, you know, slang term bullshit?
Dirty fat animal.
And Aiden went off, dude.
I would spit on this bitch if I saw her.
To be like, I'm not walking back on it. I still fucking agree with it. Base? Any other?
And she actually released a fucking apology letter, and she said, and right there, she said, I'm not walking back on it. Go fuck yourself.
Still agree with them. I'm not walking back on it. Get the fuck out of America, you fucking terrorist. God damn, bro. A legit piece of shit. Don't tell me to chill, bro. Do not tell me to chill on this shit. I will double down and tell her she's a terrorist to her face. How are you guys okay with her disrespecting the U.S. soldiers, bro? How is this okay? Like, if you're gonna ban Asmongold, you have to ban this bitch. Seriously, bro. God. Literally, Aladarg. Look up U.S. soldiers literally committing suicide because of PTSD. There's a movie on it. It's called what is it? Brothers. It's with the Spider Tobey Maguire in it.
Phenomenal movie,
Check
by the way.
Twitter's response plus first comment. Let me see. We wanted to address concerns we've seen whether we're preventing Twitch account sign-ups in some regions. When we're signing up for a Twitch account, you can select the verification. What?
Yeah, he looked at something completely different.
Wait, we deeply regret the.
And here we go again.
Fuck you, whore, slut, bitch. You're a terrorist in my eyes. I'm the reason why there was a big ADL tweet. Me, yes. I complained about her. Do something. I got her banned. Straight up, I don't care. I snitched. I don't care. Call me a snitch. I don't care. I got her banned. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Poking on your shit. Fuck you, whore, slut.
And yes, he is the sole reason why ADO, these guys, stop the defamation of the Jewish people and secure justice for fair treatment to all. When you have somebody who is 100% calling for us vets, whether active duty, reserve, etc., to get PTSD, it just no. ADL spoke with Twitch staff today after becoming aware of several concerning incidents on the social media platform and or involving Twitch streamers in the past week. We appreciate Twitch making the right decision to finally suspend the streamer Frogren for abusing her platform and the TwitchCon event to spread anti-Semitic vitriol during this time of intense apprehension for the Jewish community. Twitch must learn from this situation and improve how they address anti-Semitism and hate on their platform, which is ongoing and significant, which is an ongoing and significant challenge. We encourage Twitch to take meaningful action, such as collaborating with the platform's Jewish community, providing staff, streamers, and moderators with anti-Semitism training, and updating how they review programming for their live events. We will continue to engage with the company to help ensure the platform is a safe, respectful, and inclusive space for all. We will continue to hold them accountable when they fail in that responsibility. If ADL hadn't spoken out, you do realize the veteran community was going to come unglued. Like, you have an organization that had to get involved. Never mind you have, oh, I don't know, USO, Wounded Warrior, TAPS, Stack Up, Regiment. I fundraised for the Semper Fi Foundation a while back. You have the American Legion. You have the VFW. Those are 8 organizations I can list right off the top of my head that have played a role within Twitch, whether or not it's fundraising or you know, just getting their voices out. There's several hundred veteran organizations, smaller, that in essence are on the platform. When we heard about that, we're like, something's got to happen, because this is just immoral and wrong. I don't know what these guys did. They were unbanned. So on the 21st, they were unbanned 5 days ago. So that would be the 16th of October, and then indefinitely banned on Twitch. This alludes to the next part right here. Hold on. Right here. How fast they ban and unban and ban and unban. It's like you take a look at the issue there. You contact the creator, the streamer. Did you say this? Did you do this? Yes, no. All right. Then you either move forward or you don't move forward with the ban. It's because it's pointless. Now here's the funny thing with this. Hassan Piker, otherwise known as Hassan AB, probably the most anti-Semitic motherfucker on the platform.
Colonial extraction. And instead, you are just an Islamist fundamentalist who would love to redefine America and make American governance look like Hezbollah. Okay? There is nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do. All I can do is just take it. Just like all Capri Sun Poppy and Frogan and everyone else that's getting banned in this mass ban wave, that all they can do is take it. And it is like gross and unhinged and completely untrue. And I don't know what to say. Their goal is for you to stop talking about Israel's actions under the guise of fighting anti-Semitism. Twitch is playing along because they're an American corporation after all. Yeah. Like ADL is directly talking about Frogan. It's fucking insane.
Hold on. Here's the issue, Hassan. I know your track record and I know your past whenever it comes to speaking about these issues. You have no sympathy towards the Jewish community whatsoever. And I dare you to say, oh, I have. And I'm going to be like, show me an example of when you said you've shown support. Because I know your fucking stance. And I know what you said on Young Turks. I had to dig on that one. You fucking rocked out on Young Turks, dude. You're no. Because your personality and your fucking attitude didn't match with what the fucking programming was looking for. And oh wait, am I going insane? But I do believe let's see. Is it still current? Yeah, it's still current. Okay. Like, you had a falling out with them that pissed you off because of your attitude and everything else within the show. Because you couldn't stand by and let the people, and you seriously could not idly sit by and let people bring on guests you did not agree with on any type of fucking views. And that is exactly how you are in the live streaming space. For the love of God, I wish somebody would do a fucking inquiry on your own mental aspect whenever it comes to other communities. Because, motherfucker, I'm going to tell you straightforward. You dare say anything like Frogan did about vets, I will do my damnedest to ensure I make sure your digital presence is erased. I cannot stand you. I cannot stomach you. I really, really wish you would fucking change, but you're so conceited in your own notions, you won't. And before you say, oh, you never changed, motherfucker, whenever I came back from Afghanistan, do you know how hard it was for me to actually go out in public where people were wearing full body burqas and I could only see their eyes? I can now go out in public and be next to somebody with that. It took years, fucking years of therapy for me to be able to do that. We'll touch on this here in a second, but there is something specific I wanna touch on. Continuing with the rhetoric that I'm saying, the notion of what I'm saying. It's not bullshit rhetoric. This is legitimately going on. I am not going to play this because this is in Canada. That flag is a Taliban flag. People don't understand what they support, and they're like, oh, I can't stand my government. I'm going to support these guys. You should really look at the history of the Taliban and what they do to women, especially girls. You should really look at what ISIS and a caliphate and Sharia law looks at like. Because it's not pretty whatsoever. This happening in a country north of us it ain't good. Now, everybody wants to sit there and say, oh, Israel bad, blah, blah, blah. You fail to understand that Israel said after the attack last October, we would wipe Hamas off the face of the earth. Because they cannot coexist with an enemy that wants to kill them. So, Israel's doing what they said they were going to do. Israeli-Palestinian conflict dates back to the end of the 19th century. In 1947, the UN adopted Resolution 181, known as the Partition Plan, which sought to divide the British Mandate. Oh, so you really should be looking at that. Palestine into Arab and Jewish states. On May 14, 1948, the State of Israel was created, sparking the first Arab-Israeli war. The war ended in 1949 with Israel's victory, but 750 Palestinians were displaced, and the territory is divided in three parts: State of Israel, the West Bank of the Jordan River, and the Gaza Strip. Over the following years, tensions rose in the region, particularly between Israel and Egypt, Jordan, and Syria. Following 56 Suez crisis and Israel's invasion of the peninsula, Egypt, Jordan, and Syria signed mutual defense pacts in anticipation of a possible mobilization of Israel troops. In 1967, following a series of maneuvers by Egyptian President Abdel Gamal Nasser, Israel preemptively attacked Egyptian and Syrian air forces, starting a 6-day war. That area has been under so much conflict and chaos, it's insane. And it's getting to the point where you got countries that are trying to expand, but they can't without encroaching on another. In 1995, the Oslo II Accords expanded the first agreement, adding provisions that mandated the complete withdrawal of Israel from 6 cities and 450 towns in the West Bank. 95, and then 2000, sparked by the Palestinian grievances over Israel's control of the West Bank, a stagnating peace process, and former Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon's visit to the Al-Aqsa Mosque, the third holiest site in Islam. September of 2000, Palestinians launched the Second Intifada, which would last until 2005. This is it's a brief history. There's so much within here, and it's way too much for me to read. But let's take a look at this. Who funds Hezbollah? Hezbollah says the main source of its come from its own investment portfolios, donation by Muslims. Western sources maintain that Hezbollah receives most financial, training, weapons, explosives, political, diplomatic, and organizational aid from Iran and Syria. And Hezbollah, it is designated a terrorist organization. So why the fuck would somebody be supporting a terrorist organization? Hamas, a Palestinian militant group. Gee, I wonder why I don't support Palestine. I'm not gonna sit there and support a fucking terrorist organization. Go fuck yourself. Hamas is an Islamist military group that spun off from the Palestinian branch of the Muslim Brotherhood in the 80s. It took over the Gaza Strip after defeating its rival political party, Fatah, in the elections of 2006. Nobody does their goddamn research. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna jump on this. Fuck that. Israel declared war on Hamas following a surprise assault on its country's south in October of 2023. Deadliest attack in Israel's history, which has killed many of the group's senior leaders in recent months. So yes, no, I don't like death and destruction, but you can't sit there and cry foul whenever a country said we are going to wipe you off the face of the earth. Who funds Hamas? Global portfolio investments generates vast sums of revenue through assets estimated worth hundreds of millions of dollars, with companies operating in Sudan, Algeria, Turkey, and the United Arab Emirates and other countries. It's really a combination of a lot. Oh, look at that. Hamas, terroristic organization. Ironic, right? Little history on the West Bank. Just in case people didn't understand, and yes, Wikipedia can be a credible source for one reason only. Do you see all these fucking external links for the reading, etc.? All these cited sources? This is why you don't just take everything at first glance. Look at all this. Notes, sites, etc. You want to talk about conflict, you want to talk about things that have gone on, it's just ridiculous. And, you know, Gaza's no different. People don't recognize as Israel as, you know, a country, and that's kind of disheartening. If this had never happened, if Israel's intelligence had never seen, you know, had actually seen this enacted, and instead of having people on the inside not relaying anything, because realistically, how do you allow, you know, that many people to die and you don't relay anything to your own government? Something's not right there. Somebody was on the inside. For full year, the vaccines have come out of Gaza as Israel's war on civilians. No, not Israel's war on civilians. It's on war of Hamas. One-sided biasness, dude. You don't report on what really happened with Israel, and that's Al Jazeera. That is a biased reporter. Honestly, if you were to take a look at things, you looked at everything across the board, you would realize that Hamas was the ones who provoked Israel to doing this campaign. I don't support, you know, either side in the war. I support the right for a country to defend itself. Just like over in Russia and Ukraine, I don't support either side. And hey, Ukraine, I do have a question. Real fucking talk. With the billions and billions, damn near trillions of dollars in aid that we've given y'all, why haven't y'all gone and ended this war until, you know, a certain somebody got elected? You know? Anyways, I digress. Chris Pavlovsky, he is the CEO of Rumble. Prediction, and this was October 22nd, 2024. Amazon shuts down Twitch within 2 years or sells it probably sooner. That is kind of scary to think about considering everything that's been happening on Twitch. So it would not surprise me. And also, add Slash to the list of the lying corporate media. We have never declined having Dr. Disrespect and Rumble. It makes you really wonder what else these reporters are lying about in order to get clicks in Doc's name. He's one of the biggest stars on Twitch and YouTube, but now no one wants to pay him for his streams. Dr. Disrespect was repped by Rumble and Kick. Kick said it would not be a good business decision at the time. Rumble has never said that. Oh, Predator narrative was fabricated. Well, he needs to release the messages. That's all I'm going to say. January 6th streamer world? No, because it's not involving the actual headquarters of the corporations. Yeah, I'll look at that here in a second. This one is, I'm going to touch on that. That's a good feel-good one. Here's the state of Kick in 2024. Fuzi's banned, Neon's banned, Connor's banned, Convoy banned, Jack Doherty banned, Aiden lost motivation stream, Sticko getting targeted by Kick moderation team, Action Man can't stream per court order, Rage and XQC are leaving, and Nick Merckx's contract is up, and he's heading back to Twitch. I said it once, I said it again. The only thing that Kick actually has in terms of, what's the word? In terms of, you know, what people would actually go for, the 95-5 split and the Kick incentive creator program. That's it. Oh, by the way, that limits you to be able to, that 100% is an exclusivity clause right there. You cannot stream at the same time to other platforms when you're in there. So all of these is, you know, big because this is like a significant amount of people that come by their channels and is a big viewership hit. Now, here's what I'm gonna say. Chops. Stop blaming the platform for what creators do. I understand people have a negative view of Kick streaming because of the creators they've been associated with. A lot of them have been banned lately, but more importantly, they don't represent us who are normal and doing shit right. Thank you. Okay, so don't blame the platform for allowing it to happen until there's nothing left for them to do but finally act through the negative PR that will come from it due to illegal activities. Gotcha. And he did say, let's not put words in my mouth respectfully. Every platform has had its controversies, big and small platforms alike, illegal and controversial. Kick staff has already stepped up a lot. I don't need to give praise for what has already been given praise for. So I said, and I took this and I said, literally quoted what is, your words, not mine. I'll blame the platform for not stepping up sooner when it gets to a degree that they have to do something. That's my issue. And yes, every platform has its own issues. The difference between is how effectively and promptly that they respond. If the platform responds when it gets out of hand, then it's the platform's issue, not the creator. On the flip side, they act swiftly, it's the creator, not the platform. However, I still think the correct moderation and correct support can get the issues before they become too late. And here's why I don't just immediately target somebody. You're right, I probably could have phrased it better. However, it's been the same issue at Twitch. There are too many gray areas in the TOS for what is how long of a ban. People deserve more than one chance. I would like to think people do change and the world isn't doomed. As I've quoted after talking with Santa Maria, this guy at DreamHack, Kick knows that its reputation is causing sponsorship and the other opportunities to be missed. They are working on fixing those issues to support the streamers who are not causing a ruckus. True, the phrasing is what was directed, and the TOS, regardless of platform, does indeed have too many gray areas. I also think a 3-strike rule, unless otherwise warranted, should be implemented. 3 strikes, you're done. Thoughts on that? You hadn't commented, nobody's commented on that. Honestly, I wholeheartedly believe a 3-strike rule does need to be in place on every single platform. 3 strikes, you're permanently banned. You violate anything within the TOS, you're done. It's just like the DMCA rule. You violate anything on that, you're done. Now, here's my thing.
Understand what I'm saying? Being a streamer or any face on the internet is harder than a 9-to-5 in certain ways because it fuck you up mentally. Now, waking up every day and go to a job and lifting boxes, like depending on what you're doing, that shit's tough too. That shit is hard. That shit is very hard. That shit is very hard. It's very hard. Like, you feel me? Especially when you're doing a job you don't enjoy doing. That shit is tough. That shit will fuck with your mental. You might want to, you feel me? You might be tired of it. You might be unhappy. But being a face, like being a top streamer, is difficult because of all the shit you go through in terms of like living life. I promise. I'm telling you, gang. You are literally seeing thousands of niggas give their thoughts on you every second. That's not supposed to be. Like, no human brain normally should be able to tolerate that. Just keeping a buck. It's not true. You feel me? Facts. I'm telling the truth. Most of y'all cannot understand what I'm saying.
And there's a clip here that I love.
Aiming harder than a real job? Bro, what? Dude, no, actually, I don't remember who it was on YouTube. Before I was a streamer, I saw a YouTuber say, like, man, y'all just don't understand. You wouldn't understand until you get in this position. This is more difficult than just normal 9-to-5. Well, guess what, chat? I am in the position, and I can sit here and tell you it's not even close to as hard as a real job. Bro, you and me sit here and lie? Like, I ain't about to sit here and tell y'all, like, oh, man, I'll be working hard. Bro, I don't. Dude, I sit here and stream every day. Do you know what I get to do for a living, bro? I get to hang out with my people for 4 hours a day, bro. I wake up at like 2 p.m. every day, get up, don't do nothing all day, and I sit here and stream, bro. This is why people think you have a right to take a day off. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take a day off every now and then, because if I don't take like a day off every now and then, I can't ever kick it with my friends or when they're off work. That's why when I take a day off, it's on the weekend, because that's usually when my friend can come over.
I've been in the military, which was on call 24/7, 365. I've worked retail. I've worked construction. I've sold houses. I even closed on this house. I was a real estate agent. Streaming is not harder than a 9 to motherfucking 5. And I'm gonna challenge. I'm gonna challenge Black Boy Max on this. Give me any fucking industry that you claim streaming is harder than, and I'm gonna raise you one. Daycare. My wife works at a daycare. She goes to work she has to be there by 9:30. She does not have a set time for lunch. She'll come home on lunch, unless I have the van. She'll come home on lunch, eat here, decompress from work for, those 25 to 30 minutes that she has. I kick my stream to a BRB with a message that says this. Be back ASAP. Dropping my wife back off at her work and join the music in the meantime. And then, depending on when she goes back, she'll have anywhere between 3 to 5 hours left. And she doesn't get off work until around 6:30 at night. When I pick her up, her face is covered in sweat because she's chasing the kids all day. She's making sure they're not going to go run out of the building. She's making sure that other kids are not, tackling others, not biting, not hitting, not scratching, not, dropping bookshelves on top of other kids. They're making sure she's changing diapers on the kids. She's with 1-year-olds. So for this ignorant motherfucker to sit there and say streaming is harder than a 9 to 5, bro, go work in the electrical field. Your ass has to be there by 4:30. And then hope you get home by 5. My father has been a journeyman electrician for as long as I can fucking remember. He knows more about the electrical world than some of the master electricians within the county. It is insane. Go talk to the welders who had to stop, doing their craft because their hands couldn't grip their blowtorch anymore. Go talk to HVAC guys. Go talk to, law enforcement. Go talk to, firefighters, your paramedics, your EMS, your teachers. Go talk to anybody that, is a reporter. I'm not even going to mention people within the political sphere because those in DC work 180 days out of the year. Please. But you have all of these other... go talk to those who work in the ERs. And then tell me that's easier than streaming. Go talk to fast food workers that have to ensure that, a customer, whenever they make the order and the customer says, no, insert whatever because they're allergic. You know what happens if that customer gets that order and it's not right and they choke and die, or they have an allergic reaction? That's a lawsuit, and that's on the person who made that order. All I'm going to say about this is streaming harder than a 9 to 5. No, the fuck it's not. We can wake up at any goddamn time. Throw on whatever fucking game we want to play. Hit start streaming at any goddamn time and go live for any duration of the time we want to go to. Unless specifically noted within a contract, you have to be live at this time, stream this many hours for this duration. I don't want to hear ever that streaming is harder than a 9 to 5, because it's not. It's not. I get to do a hobby that is monetized full fucking time. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's been hard at times. I've wanted to, step back and reevaluate things. Am I, doing this correctly and everything else? It does beat you up mentally, but nothing as bad as did I do my job correctly whenever I left. Now I'm gonna end on this one. This was very, very heartwarming. Enjoy.
How you doing?
Don't I know you?
Let me try to say it in a way that you'll understand it. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Hey, bro. Do I look like your bruh? Hold on, let me put these gloves on. I don't want to touch your monkey skin. I mean, you said don't touch you, boss? You got one word in that sentence, right? Boss. You can record me all you want. I know where that delete button is. Put that camera down, or I'm arresting the baby monkey. Arresting the child. Ma'am, you're fine. You can leave. If y'all don't start de-escalating, I'm going to start escalating.
Excuse me.
You can't pull up to our property. You don't have no warrant. Hey, you ain't getting nothing, boy. Is he swinging too? Is he swinging too? You are being detained.
What?
What? Look at you, dude. Come on. What's this, baby? No, wait. What's this?
You're not touching my
Wait, you're acting like your skin color right now. No. Ma'am, you're free to go. I don't know why you're still here. You can go.
Family, what do you mean?
Come on, let's be honest. Put your hands behind your back. You're coming.
Man, come on.
The baby had drugs. Planted or not planted, he had them.
Planted them and then you ate them.
Those side effects gonna kick in pretty soon. I hope you
Oh,
know that,
they've
right?
been kicking in my whole life. Aside from the arrest station. I just want to take you on a date.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right, you guys are about to get shot.
Okay, so to give you a little context on this, they know who the officer is. He's grown up with them. He understands what real community serving is. That man is for the people. The guy is really, really, like, he cares. At Mr. What's that? At Mr. Coco98 on TikTok. Like, and here's the you see the reactions, dude. You see the reactions. It's just like everybody knows it's a skit. It's a skit. Like, everybody knows he's there for the community. When you have law enforcement that are there for the community, that, you know, have that bond and that connection, that's what real policing is. When you have that bond and that connection, that community cannot be stopped, ever. And I like last night we went to the new campus for Woodlands Church. We were part of a live recording for their new album coming out, and I was talking to a county deputy and a local city cop. Both phenomenal. We're, you know, shooting the shit and everything else, and, you know, I could understand they care about the community. They don't care on what your fucking creed or your background is. They care about the community. They care about everything going on. They care about, you know, everybody that's around them. They don't give a shit on skin color. They don't. One was Native American, the other one was black. And I'm a white. You see how fucking white I am, all right? We're sitting there, you know, shooting the shit like, you know, we're boys. And found out the one gentleman's son is going to the Marine Corps, so I told him, have him reach out to me. I'd like to, you know, give him some tips and pointers and advice. But when you have real, you know, community and you have real policing and everything within there, that community can't be stopped. It can't. But no, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, the reaction of my reaction and thoughts of the 2024 election will be on another podcast. Look for that video. You enjoyed this, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe, because once I get the rebrand and the paperwork and everything finalized and I can afford the trademark and all the other stuff to what I'm rebranding to, I will be going live to YouTube. But I will not be going live as a Marine veteran. It will be under something completely different. I will still be streaming to Twitch and SharePlay. I will also be throwing in Kick whenever I rebrand as well. So you're hearing it now. When I rebrand and I have the trademark and everything set in stone, we rocking and rolling with it. So, and like I said, this is the most random fucking podcast, most random echo chamber you're ever going to listen to, you're ever going to see. When you see these episodes, just understand these are my thoughts, these are my perspectives. I don't care on personal opinion or feelings. I don't. They're moot point for me. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Links are going to be down below for Twitch and SharePlay and the all the links. And yeah, have a good one. This is